Jessica Pegula, Victoria Mboko, Eugenie Bouchard and others dazzle in elegant outfits at culinary event ahead of Indian Wells. Jessica Pegula, Eugenie Bouchard, and rising Canadian talent Victoria Mboko were among the WTA players who drew plenty of attention at the annual Taste of Tennis event in Indian Wells, offering fans a rare glimpse of tennis stars away from the intensity of the court. The culinary showcase, held just before the BNP Paribas Open, blended elite sport with gourmet cuisine as players traded rackets for aprons and stepped into a lively setting filled with food stations, cocktails, and music. Jessica Pegula, Victoria Mboko, and Eugenie Bouchard headline Taste of Tennis festivities in Indian Wells. Taste of Tennis has become a signature prelude to the BNP Paribas Open, one of the most prestigious stops on the ATP and WTA calendars. Hosted at the Grand Hyatt Indian Wells Resort and Villas, the event is designed to celebrate tennis culture in a more relaxed environment. Players interact with fans and renowned chefs while sampling dishes and participating in cooking demonstrations. The event's red carpet entrance and garden party ambience set the tone for an evening that blends the competitive energy of the tour with the laid-back luxury of the Coachella Valley. Several WTA stars embraced the spotlight throughout the night. Images and short video clips from the evening were later shared on the official Taste of Tennis Instagram account. The posts showcased Pegula and retired tennis player Bouchard entertaining attendees by stepping into bartender roles, serving drinks, and chatting with fans as cameras captured the moment. Meanwhile, Mboko made her presence felt during the arrival segment, posing for photographers as she walked the event carpet. Elsewhere during the evening, Eva Liss and Marta Kostuk were seen posing together on the red carpet, while Bianca Andreescu shared a moment with Yulia Putintseva for photos. Notably, Liss has withdrawn from Indian Wells with a right knee injury. Who are the top contenders at the 2026 BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells? The 2026 BNP Paribas Open is currently underway at the Indian Wells Tennis Garden, running from March 4th to 15th. Main draw play for the women kicked off today, and the field is exceptionally deep, featuring every single player from the WTA top 10. The woman to beat is the defending champion, Mira Andreeva, who made history last year as a 17-year-old by defeating Aryna Sabalenka in a thrilling 3-set final. Andreeva enters this year as the number 8 seed and is on a potential quarterfinal collision course with the number 2 seed, Iga Swiatek. Meanwhile, world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka leads the top of the draw, returning to competition for the first time since the Australian Open and aiming for her first title in the desert after 2 previous runner-up finishes. The top 5 seeds are rounded out by Australian Open champion Elena Rybakina, number 3, followed by American stars Coco Gauff, number 4, and Jessica Pegula, number 5. When tennis glamour meets gourmet, a night to remember in the desert. In the golden light of early March, just as the California desert begins to awaken for one of the most celebrated weeks on the women's tennis calendar, another kind of spectacle unfolded, one that fused fashion, food, and the personalities that fuel the global appeal of the WTA Tour. At the elegant Taste of Tennis event, held on the eve of the 2026 BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells, some of the sport's brightest stars stepped off the court and into a world where couture meets cuisine, creating moments that shimmered just as brightly as their on-court achievements. A prelude to the desert duel. Indian Wells, often referred to as the 5th Grand Slam because of its scale and prestige, attracts the tennis elite each year. The tournament offers landscapes of intense competition, electrifying atmospheres, and in 2026, a women's draw that includes nearly every top-ranked player, from defending champion Mira Andreeva to world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka, and stalwarts like Jessica Pegula and rising star Victoria Mboko. But before rackets are raised and serves fly, Indian Wells opens its arms for a different kind of fate. The Taste of Tennis event, hosted at the Luxe Grand Hyatt Indian Wells Resort and Villas, has developed a reputation as a space where tennis professionals can relax, celebrate, and connect with fans and culinary creators alike. With gourmet stations, handcrafted cocktails, live music, and a red carpet atmosphere, it's less about competition and more about personality, and this year, the night's energy was as vibrant as its stylish attendees. Stars in style, elegant looks, bold statements. fashion, as always, played a leading role. The event's invitation draws not just tennis lovers but fashion-forward fans who revel in seeing athletes express themselves off the court. Jessica Pegula, chic with poise. Pegula, known equally for her athletic intelligence and poised presence, arrived in an ensemble that perfectly balanced sophistication with ease. Her look, a tailored silhouette that echoed classic elegance, felt like a reflection of her persona, confident, composed, and effortlessly stylish. The attention to detail, from subtle accessories to the refined choice of fabrics, made her a standout on the red carpet, signaling that her influence extends beyond baseline battles to lifestyle inspiration as well. But Pegula isn't just about fashion. She's also stirring conversations behind the scenes in tennis administration. As chair of the WTA Architecture Council, she's at the center of efforts to shape the sport's future, a role that stirred both support and critique from fellow players like Elena Rybakina, who voiced concerns about communication with the council. Yet on this night, Pegula set aside organizational debates to embrace the joy of community and culture, embodying the multifaceted life of a modern tennis professional. Victoria Mboko, youth, grace, and modern flair. At just 19, Canada's Victoria Mboko has already made waves on tour, achieving a career-high ranking inside the top 10 and drawing attention both for her potential and her personality. On the taste of tennis carpet, Mboko combined youthful flair with a touch of timeless elegance. Her outfit was a lovely interplay of color, boldness, and youthful verve, showing that fashion, like sport, is about confidence and self-expression. For Mboko, this night was more than a fashion moment. It was a sign that her growing presence on the court is matched by an emerging voice off it. Whether striking a pose for photographers or mingling with fans, she radiated a blend of determination and delight that promises a bright future both in sport and style. Eugenie Bouchard, glamour and charm. A veteran of the spotlight and one of tennis's most recognizable personalities, Eugenie Bouchard brought her signature glamour to the event. While Bouchard's career has evolved over recent years, her social media presence and lifestyle content often capturing as much attention as her tournaments, her appearance at Indian Wells reminded fans of her flair for turning any event into a moment of poise and personality. Her elegant attire struck a balance between red carpet sophistication and approachable charm, underscoring why she remains a fascinating figure in the broader tennis world. Bouchard's style choices have often reflected her boldness and confidence, traits that have served her well both on and off the court. Off the court, bonds, banter, and bites.